Now, staying in Nigeria, the political crisis rocking the Rivers State government took a different turn on Monday, as the State Assembly reportedly signed an impeachment notice on Governor Fubara. Now, this follows the removal of the House Majority Leader, Adegboye, who was reported to have frustrated initial move to commence impeachment proceedings against the governor, who succeeded Nyesom Wike, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory (FCT), less than 6 months ago. In a session that was presided over by the Speaker and attended by a good number of members early Monday, Honorable Aye and those loyal to the governor were suspended. Speaking on the impeachment process initiated by him, the governor said he has not committed any offense to warrant such move by the Rivers State House of Assembly and challenged the legislators to prove him wrong by publicly stating their reason. Let's also tell you that the Rivers State Governor, Fubara, has denounced all as a null and void the removal of the Majority Leader of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Adegboye, and 4 other lawmakers. The governor made this known at a press conference on Monday morning during his visit to the Assembly complex in Port Harcourt, the state capital. Now, Fubara maintained that the removal of the 5 lawmakers will not stand. He added that the security operatives allowed arsonists to attack the Assembly complex last night, which led to the destruction of properties.
I was shot at directly by the OC operation, DC or whatever they call it. Directly, it's not. But Governor Fubara is impeached. I am not the first, neither will I be the last. Hold on. I'm saying if it happens. But what is important is any attempt that is not justified will be resisted. Let them come out and tell Rivers people that offense that I've committed. That is what I want. Come out and tell the people of Rivers State that offense that Fubara committed that is warranting impeachment.
Joining me on the news to discuss this further is Eugene Abels. He is an advocate of good governance and the executive director, the Extra Step Initiative. Thank you so much for your time, Eugene.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, what do you make from the Rivers State House of Assembly attempt to impeach the governor?
For now, everything is based on hearsay, and this is not happening from the opposing party, which you should have expected from the APC. All of this is coming from one political family led by the current minister for the FCT. So I think they must have some disagreements between the godfather and the godson, who's the son, and the followers. And it's normal. It's normal. So I think it's political disagreements. And the members of the House would have done that if they didn't have the consent of their leaders. Yeah.
Now, of course, what specific impeachable offenses are being attributed to the governor that have led to calls for this particular move by the House?
Whatever they say, they've barely sat for many times, and they've not been quite vocal. We don't know, they've not even shown us clearly what their parts are. So we in Rivers State, we Rivers people are surprised that the House of Assembly suddenly wake up and say they want to impeach a governor who has not even started working. So, and by the way, I don't know if you are aware that a new speaker has been sworn in, so
Of
maybe
course.
you need to update it.
Yes, of
You
course.
need to update.
That, of course, would have led me to my next question, which is
Go
with
on
the
with
removal of the
it.
Rivers State Assembly leader who initially opposed the impeachment proceedings. What are the potential consequences and also implication of this development for the political landscape, particularly of the Niger Delta?
There's nothing we've not seen in the Niger Delta. Don't forget that the last time we had this sequence of events was in Edo State, and it made the House of Assembly not sit for like 8 years, or close to 8 years. And so it's not unusual when there's a tussle for power. And I think the political families have come to a crucible where people have tried to put their feet down. I would like to remind you that politically in River State we are divided into two, the upland and the riverine. Now, for the past 16 plus 8, about 24 years, power has been in the upland areas, while the riverine has just gotten power, which Governor Fubara, His Excellency, is representing. We've had a lot of, been a lot of rumblings and quarrels that the leaders that made it possible for him to become governors are becoming overbearing, and that there were skirmishes, but eventually it has blown out in the open. Heavens will not fall. But like eventually, most parts of it have been tested in our judicial system. How many number of people it will take to impeach a governor, the constitution of a judicial panel, and where the issue of the mace and where they sit, all of this will have enjoyed in our jurisprudence from the days of the House of the 6th or 7th House of Representatives under what's that former speaker's name? During that period, all the way down, a lot has happened. So the courts are robust in terms of experience in managing. As for the region, there's nothing new that's going to happen. Anything on the code, everyone will settle down.
I would like to take you on that. Talking about nothing new, some are liking what is happening right now in Rivers State to the tenure of Amechi and, of course, the predecessor, that's Wike, of the current governor. That it seems like we are seeing a replay of what happened then. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, this is different because this is between a godfather and a godson. The Amechi one Amechi went to APC, so it was between two political parties. Now, this is a godfather and a godson who is a career civil servant and not a career politician. So I think the godson, the Excellency, had decided to go for broke, to assert himself as an Ibani man, a rivers man from the river area. And one thing Nigeria has come to know, that with the emergence of Amechi and Wike, Governor Dili, Amechi, then Wike, everybody in Nigeria knows that the resources of Rivers State are quite enormous, and the various interests try to control it from time to time. It is not a state to be ignored. So whoever sits there as governor, I had a bet with people. They said it to happen after 1 year. I said it should not take 7 months. I think I've won that bet. The influences from that state, considering the amount of resources that flow there, is quite enormous. And whoever sits on the throne, on the seat there, will like to write his or her name in gold. Today, everybody knows we all over the country. Everybody knows I made sure all over the country. Probably Governor Fubara wants to also show that he's a man of character, that he can do things for himself. And I don't think that's too much to ask for from any godfather.
I mean, you mentioned a key factor in your analysis. You talked about the godfather factor playing out here compared to what we saw during the time of Governor Amechi back then. Now, let's talk about that. To what extent would you say the former governor, Wike, is involved in this alleged conspiracy with the state parliament to impeach the incumbent? And what might be the underlying reason for their current rift?
The way the politics is structured in Rivers State, politics is a very expensive business, and it is not a secret that Governor Wike made it possible for His Excellency Governor Sim to become governor, and even to bring most members of the House of Assembly. Governor Wike single-handedly chose everybody, commissioners, everybody. It's not a secret. Yeah, so for those people, whichever group that formed attempt to want to impeach Governor Sim Fubara, it means that they have the backing of the leader of that group. They cannot act outside the leadership. We run a command and control structure politically in Rivers State, whether it be in APC or whether it be in PDP.
What do you mean by command and control? Sorry, what do you mean by command and control? You know, irrespective of the party. I want you to elaborate on that.
For the Nigerian politician, there's no 99.9% loyalty. Loyalty must be 100%. That your opinion is not sought. You must do what your leader says.
So where does the interest of the people lie in all of this?
When the people want their interest to be portrayed, they should make the elections cheaper. Right now, the politicians put their lives, their monies, everything into it. So their interests come first. That's the reality on ground.
Now, let's talk about the governor himself, Governor Sim. How much of an influence do you think he has to, well, I say, stabilize the ship or probably upturn the turn of events in the state right now?
Well, no, I always dread quiet people. He has shown himself to be a very quiet person who is collected, calm, cool, collected. And for such people, they get easily underestimated. After the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, one of Lagos state government, the next most influential seat to sit on is the governor of Rivers State. That's why the two past governors have been instrumental to the emergence of two presidential candidates. They've even run for presidency. So you can imagine a man sitting on it as president, as governor today. He will be able to manage the affairs of that state. He's a man and he has taken a step to show that he has come of age, whether you like him or not. For a man to have risen to the position of Accountant General of the state means that former Governor Wike found him worthy in character and in experience to have exercised that kind of those kind of qualities to be thus appointed. So I think he has the ability to run the state, and I think we should give him a chance to run the state. And like we say, can we let Governor Sim Fubara breathe?
All right, before I let you go, just what would you say is the future of politics, particularly in Rivers State, and also the future of the governor, you know, on the seat of power? Should he be counting days or weeks, or do you think he has enough influence and clout to maintain his governorship position in the state?
Everything is in his hands. The politics of Rivers State is also tied to the presidency of 2027. Market. Market, yeah. It's tied to the politics of presidential elections of 2027. What is happening will eventually play out that way. The governor today, as a sixth, has taken a step, and with the resources available to him, and the young people who are around him, who are taking over power, and who want to assert themselves, everything is in his hands. He has a knife and a yam. He can cut it the way he likes. It is for him now to lead. There are lots of people that will follow him. We already have a script, learning from past administration how these things are done. The positions that are made vacant will be filled up with his own loyalists, and they will also begin to dispense favor and build clout. While they're doing that, they'll put their eye at the center. Everybody will go to Abuja and also pledge loyalty where loyalty should be pledged for the necessary support. these are interesting times.
Interesting times
Once
indeed.
more, and I ask that we allow Governor Fubara to breathe.
All right, interesting times. And of course, thank you so much for your time, Eugene Abels. Of course, the Executive Director, the Extra Step Initiative. Thank you once again.